Hello. Right, so haven't done a little video in a while. Just bought myself a new radio controlled truck. It's FTX Mighty Thunder. Didn't really know anything about it before I bought it, but it looked pretty cool and I'd heard good reviews, so I thought I'd give it a go. So, basically it's a brushed four-wheel drive rock crawler type thing. Really good suspension travel on it. I mean, it literally, you can pretty much do what you want with it, as you can see. So the suspension travel on this thing is pretty awesome. Straight out of the box, it is a really good off-roader. I've taken it through all sorts of different terrain and it hasn't let me down at all. It will go pretty much across anything. The motor is pretty powerful, has quite decent top speed straight out of the box. Obviously it's not, not fast, but it's not slow either, so it's pretty good. The suspension is all adjustable. You can adjust it so it's stiffer, softer, higher, lower, pretty much what you'd expect from this kind of thing. Pardon me. What else? It's obviously four-wheel drive, as I said. It's also fully waterproof. So the servos, the motor, the steering servo and things like that, they're waterproof, so don't have to worry so much about getting it covered in crap. We had snow here a couple of months back, and it was literally about that deep snow, and I was driving this thing through snow for hours, and it was absolutely soaking wet, but didn't miss a beat. Went through pretty much anything I put it through, so 10 out of 10 for that. Build quality seems brilliant to me. Haven't managed to break it yet. Rolled it a few times, crashed it into a few things a few times, doing jumps and generally messing around. And again, everything seems fine. Haven't broken anything, seems pretty strong, so I'd give it 10 out of 10 for that as well. Now, the only downside, it is four-wheel drive, but it doesn't have diff locks. So what that means is that if you've got one wheel up in the air like that, and you try and turn that wheel, the wheel still spins, because the diff in the middle isn't locked. If the diff is locked, it doesn't matter which wheel's off the ground, it doesn't matter which wheel hasn't got traction. Because the diffs are locked, you're always going to get traction, because there's at least going to be one wheel at minimum that is got grip and will push you on, and all the other wheels will just move at the same time and cover keeps falling off, and will basically keep you going. So anyway, this cover keeps bloody falling off, but it's on to my next step. So I mentioned it hasn't got a diff lock. You can buy a diff lock kit from most model shops, I would have thought. Probably can order them in. You can definitely get them offline, and they're dirt cheap as well, and it's such an easy conversion to do that if you want this thing to be pretty much unstoppable off-road, then it makes sense to just do it because it's so cheap. So they're both the same. You've got a diff lock for the front and diff lock for the rear. I've already done the rear. I wanted to make sure that it was as easy as I thought it was to do before making a video. So here it is. You can probably see the price on there, hopefully. If you can't, then I'll just tell you it's £1.75. So £1.75 for one of these diff locks, and obviously you need two of them. So it's less than a fiver for a set of locking diffs, and it's so easy to do. So what I'm going to do is show you how to do it. I'm going to go step by step. I'm going to pause the video each time there's a new step, and hopefully be able to show you how to do it. So if anyone else wants to do it to theirs, then this hopefully will help them out. If not, then I'm stupid. But there we go. Right, so without further ado, I've taken the cover off. So what you've got, this is a cover. It obviously sits over that, like that. So you've got these four holes, they're held on by 4 Allen keys. Undo those Allen keys with your do for a tool thing, Allen key, whatever you've got. Undo those. That then shows the diff, the centre differential. Obviously it's not going to come out at the moment because it's all still held in by the actual wheels and the half shafts that go through here. So next step, you've got an Allen key there hopefully be able to show you. This one here. There's another one on the other side. So one here and one on the other side. Same on that wheel. There we are. So the next step is to undo both of those Allen keys. And once you've undone those, the whole wheel assembly, including this plastic part here, will slide out from this section with the half shafts in, and then the differential will then come out. So let's go ahead and undo those. Okie dokie, so the camera has decided it doesn't want to focus anymore. Okay, right, so sorry about that. So what I was saying was you have to undo those Allen keys there. So I've undone one there, and the same on that wheel there. This is the steering rack. Now you need to undo this Allen key here to remove the steering rack from the front. Otherwise you won't be able to remove the half shafts. So there's one. The second one, exactly the same place, just on the other side.